Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my parents live in the middle of nowhere, so I had to move away. Except now I'm a 15-minute drive from them, but I also don't have a job, so
Pros and cons.
yeah. I think I'm just gonna I'm gonna try to find something to just like tide me over, but I'm gonna try and start a business of some sort at some point because there's nothing to do in St. George unless I want to
Just
work in customer service or slap fish around like Johnny Boy does. Don't really feel like
just
slapping fish.
make art and sell it to people.
That's the plan. Poor artist life. Have you seen the wood filament they've come out with for the 3D printers?
No.
No, it's
So you
like
can 3D print wood?
basically, yeah.
Huh.
It's just a PLA with little tiny bits of wood in it. And so you just print with it. Um and it
Pretty
comes
neat.
out looking like plastic, but you sand it down and it looks like wood apparently. I haven't gotten to try it yet, but I ordered some in and I'm gonna try and make jewelry out of it.
Pretty neat.
It seems like a more solid plan than last year's business plan of painting bongs, but I don't know. Last year's business plan felt pretty solid when I started too.
Just hunt down like a bunch of different Discord servers and just post out like $20 for art commissions for anything you want. You'll get money.
I don't want to do commissions though. I want to do my own art.
Oh, that's much harder.
Well, is it though? Like commissions are like you go, you get the commission. They're like, "Hey, can you do this super complicated thing?" And I only want to pay you $50 for it. And you're like, "I can't do that for $50." And then eventually you take it for $50 because you need the money, and then you get halfway through and you never hear from them again. That's been my experience with taking commissions. So I'd rather just do my own art, and if they buy it, then good.
It's all about the online these days. Maybe you can make yourself just a website just
I've
for
got
your art.
I've got an Etsy store. There's nothing in it right now, but I'll probably put the jewelry in the Etsy store once I get going.
Hello,
Hello, Evan.
bruh. Vega is getting astronaut skin.
Nice.
I'm getting
I
all.
Yeah. Go for it.
I have been trying to contact Christian, and while I saw that he went online temporarily, like 15 minutes ago,
Yeah.
I have not seen him since or heard from him. So what he could be doing is he could have just been like, "Oh, look at phone. I better grab a shower real quick to wake up," and that's why he's not answering now. But I do not know. Alternatively, he could have just turned off his phone and been like, "Man,
He wouldn't turn off his phone. Now he may not be answering because he's back asleep, but he wouldn't have turned his phone off. He's not like Jared.
Maybe he's grumpy.
Well, he didn't get to sleep last night because he had to come home. He had to drive home like 2 hours, come see his grandpa because his grandpa's sick and gonna die soon. And then he had to drive back home and didn't get home until like 4 hours before work, so he couldn't
Yeah,
go
I
to
heard
sleep.
about that. Too bad.
So he probably is a little grumpy, but oh well.
Sometimes I turn off my phone when I'm grumpy. Not usually when I have plans, though.
I do not know. I will say that he has before, whenever I have had to wake him up for a campaign, just not answered for a period of time and then come back and been annoyed at the massive amount of messages I've sent. So I try to keep that to a minimum. But I'd say we should probably not expect him if he's not here by 6:30.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Or at least haven't heard back from him by 6:30.
Have you guys tried calling IRL?
Yes, I've called his Discord, I've texted him, I've called him,
Okay, gotcha.
messaged him. I mean, worst case scenario, we just move it to like tomorrow evening if that's okay with y'all.
I can only do Thursdays.
Thursdays.
Worked for me.
I might have something going this Thursday. I don't know. But
What
I'd
you got going on
almost
Thursday,
definitely be
John?
willing. Huh?
What you got going on Thursday?
I mean, we were supposed to start another D&D session, but honestly, as much as I like the guy running it, it's super boring. I'm probably going to be dropping out of his games because he's been trying to run stuff for months now, and it's never been any fun. I'm mostly interested because he likes the weird game types like Exalted and Ars Magica. And that's interesting to me because I like those game types. But it doesn't help. The game system doesn't make it interesting if he doesn't run a fun game, you know?
What if you wanted to go to heaven, but God said nah because you didn't main Titan? Know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. What does that mean?
It means
Okay, that's fair.
got him.
All right, last call to Christian. And no answer here, then we'll give up.
So what I will allow you guys to do is check out your attributes and roll for those. Get those out of the way for you guys. And
I'm gonna roll something God tier and then
What about
just
picking
die.
our Patronus?
so let me put a little handout for you guys. I think that's going to be the easiest thing. Where should I put this in? Probably game mechanics is the best one.
All right, no answer from Christian again.
Nah, that's too bad.
He's a slump.
Well, I am sorry, viewers, that you must not have what we have. We will try again for Thursday.
I'm just gonna drop out of that campaign right now then.
Roman space.
You want to play Dokapon Kingdom, John? You can play too, Evan.
Listen, of the things that require an immense amount of effort to make work and then barely work half the time.
We figured out how to work it. We figured
Sure.
it out.
I don't think so.
We got it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I'll,
I'm gonna wait until this weekend to try that again. Not tonight.
Story, Allegro.
I need dopamine.
You know what you should do? You should emulate Fire Emblem Awakening instead.
I'm kind of
Pretty sure
played
there
out
are
of
better
Fire
Fire
Emblem.
Emblem games, John.
What was that?
Me or her?
Both. Because you
I'll
talked
let
at the
her go
same
first.
time.
Oh, I'm kind of played out of Fire Emblem.
I'm playing Awakening for the first time, which is my first ever Fire Emblem game, and I'm really having a lot of fun.
How did you pick that one?
Maybe
A giant.
maybe I'll look it up. I used to
A
be
gi-
into it really hard, but that was when I was way younger. And I've tried to get into it a couple of times since then, and I've never been able to get back into it.
Awakening is super fun. And as to Evan, how I knew to start that one, there was a massive Reddit post that talks about literally every Fire Emblem game and the order you should play it in, depending on if you're a returning player or brand new to the series or what you want out of it, where to get it emulated for each game. Very nice.
What
Apparently,
kind of emulator are you playing it on? Like, what was the original?
Fire Emblem Awakening was on the 3DS, which I
Yeah.
am running on Citrus.
Okay, I can run a 3DS on my phone.
Good luck, because that sounds. I mean, it's like if you can find it, it's been really fun so far. What Fire Emblems did you play?
I played the Game Boy Advance ones. And then I tried to play one for PlayStation 2, and there was just too much opera.
Much
Too much opera.
One of the big parts of Awakening, which is the one that the started this particular mechanic, is that if you have two of the heroes fight side by side for long enough, they gain stats, and if you max out that support stat, they get married, and then you can later get their children as characters. So basically, that's just all I'm doing for the whole game, just picking out the best pairs, pairing them up, getting ready to get them married. It's pretty nice. It's kind of like a halfway dating sim mini game on a tactical RPG.
So I shared you guys the handout.
I wish I could remember what emulator I was running. Maybe I.
Evan is deafened. So yeah, John and Allie, if you guys want to roll, go for it. Should be the main handout there if you guys want to get an idea of what to expect.
Sure. one
Just
second.
1D100.
It's you can roll 1D100 first, then you can roll it again if you want, or just roll 2D100. Okay. You want to use any of your fate points to reroll?
Sure. Might as well. I'll reroll the 50.
Yep. You can use burn, or you can I don't think you have a boon, but
I've got 2 fate points. Should I just reroll both?
I'd hold on to the 20 for now, but I'd reroll the 50 for sure. You see the categories for everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okie
Nope,
dokie.
worse that time. Should I use my second fate point? Can I do that?
On the 20 if you want to. You see what the 20 is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so with using these fate points, that means they're going to be gone for the upcoming session, correct?
Correct.
It's hero, right?
Yep.
So. Hmm. So I can't re-roll this 87.
No, but you can re-roll the 20 if you want to.
Keep the 20.
Okie dokie.
What is a paradox number?
So a paradox number is when you roll an 87 and then you roll a 78.
Ah,
So out of your 2d100 of your two rolls, they're opposite of each other, and that's a one. It's like 144 out of 1,000 or 10,000 kind of chance,
all right.
or 0.002 144 or something around those lines.
So with bone coins in
Are your boons, you mean, right?
yeah. So I'm just working off of the previous thing that we used. Can we use them the same way bone coins could be used and preemptively roll like use them on a roll to get a bigger effect?
So they're a little different. They can take away a negative. They can let you reroll something. They can improve something, or create a power on the spot. They're not the same as in like you roll 1d10 and then low is order and 10 is chaos in a sense. It's a little different.
That's a shame. Those bone coin things were cool. Boons are going to be cool too, I'm sure.
Mhm.
But we'll see. And roll.
Ooh,
Hey, that's pretty good.
that is pretty good. You have your choice of the lot.
So it's either quasi myth or legendary.
Yeah.
What is this?
You know what?
Did you see a handout?
I'll use a fate point to re-roll the 33 just because I can, and
Sure,
just
sure.
see if I get anything particularly better out of it. 15. I mean,
Two it
no.
is. You had your
Quasi-
yeah.
What is this under?
So in game mechanics, I thought I showed it to all players, but it's called private attributes.
Oh, there it is.
Can I use a boon to push that 2 down to a 1?
No,
Dang it. Worth a shot.
worth a shot.
Can he burn his boon and fate point?
You can burn your fate point for another reroll if you want to. What you can do though, John, is you can apply your boon to your private attribute if you want to.
I don't know what it is yet.
Yeah.
I'll decide when I see it.
Okay. Evan, do you want to do the same?
Yeah. 1 second. So I just roll 2d100.
2d100.
Quasi myth PA.
Would you like to re-roll any of those?
Yeah. I'm gonna re-roll the. I'll re-roll the 81, I guess.
Sounds good.
Don't want to re-roll the lowest one.
You might get a 54. Who knows? Okay. So 39 is a rare. Do you have a bone coin? Not a bone coin, but a boon, or would you like to
Yeah.
burn for an extra try?
Actually, I'd like to roll my 1d10 first to see if I can reuse my fate point.
Of course. Get your fate point back for sure. You only have one fate point? Ooh. Is that
No,
a
I
1
have-
10 you
I
need?
have- I think I need a 1.
Yeah.
I
You only
have
have
2 fate points, so can I roll again?
Yeah, for the 45 for sure.
Oh, the 45?
Yeah.
Okay. My God.
32 is still in the same range as the rare. Too bad. Okie dokie. So I have this all ready for you guys. So let me just Copy paste it into your things. Where are my players? So I'm going to put this in for divination in that slot. I think that's probably the best place to put it.
That's where I put mine.
Where?
I'm going to paste it in yours right now. So you got rare. It is in now.
Where?
John, I'm pasting yours in now too.
Oh my. That's interesting.
And I'm putting in Allie's now.
So in the original book, since they're called attributes, do they have a numeric value?
A numeric value, like something you can level off of?
Like, say, for the main guy, like an attribute, generally speaking, is represented by like a 5 or a 10,
Johnny!
like I
Some number.
have.
Hold on. I used both my fate points and only re-rolled them, or only rolled my dice on one of them. So I rolled
Sure.
my d10 for the other one, and I rolled a 1.
Cool.
I get one more
But
try.
you cannot reuse a fate point even if you get it back on the same thing.
Oh,
Yeah, but you do get it back for next session.
well, next session it's a new session, and we'll all have our fate point.
No. This is technically supposed to be for next session.
Okay.
But
Damn.
no, what the difference is they have this quality attached to them. There's no like the other attributes have numbers, yes, but this is different. You don't you can there's a possibility to evolve this attribute, but it doesn't have a numeric value attached. We could add a numeric value to it and start it as 1, or be based off your influence, for example. That would be interesting.
What do these do for our character? That's what. Like, what are we rolling here? What is this for?
So this roll was to see what you would get for an attribute for this
okay.
private attribute.
Yeah, I got that. What do
yeah.
the private attributes do?
So they kind of give you a I would kind of like a boost, and
Provide some examples for him from the show. That might be easiest.
yeah.
Not
for
the
example,
main guys, because that's a weird one. But
for example, Lee. Lee's private attribute, as a spoiler, is the soldier that what did he do? He avoided. Yeah, we didn't betray. What was it? What was he? What did he was again? Blind injustice, like something around those lines. Like he saw an injustice and he didn't do anything about it, and that's kind of how his private attribute started as. And what it allowed him to do was he could evolve. It was one of the special attributes, and he kind of gained more power from that. And pretty much what it allowed him to do was have a silver skin, and like it's like full metal kind of deal. And he could turn himself into like a living sword, pretty much.
Okay.
It's going to be powered by your patron as well if you pick one, but they also have their own unique perks and traits that I'm not going to get into right now. But it's just think of it as like a starting power that's based off from you and not from your patron. This is your actions, your motivations, how you've built your character.
Do we have a chance to upgrade the rarity of our attribute?
Yes, you do. And this is through evolving it. This was my
Even though I
chance.
started with a rare, I could get up to
Move
like
move
a size
move its
where
way
John
down.
is.
Yeah.
Right. Understood.
Does the rarity influence the power, or
Yes.
just the way it's okay? Do we have an instinctive understanding of what this power will do? I.e.,
No.
will you give us personal descriptions?
I will
of
give
how
you
we can use it?
I will give you personal descriptions, but not right now.
All
This
right,
is more of like you have to develop it and explore it compared to like, all right, this is what it does. This is what you can do from it.
Well,
because
if
the only
Christian gets
person
on, I'll be
I
back.
remember seeing. All right,
Just let me
because
know.
the only person I remember seeing use their personal attribute, just in the chapters that I saw, other than Reader Man, was the delinquent,
Yep.
who naturally seemed to have an understanding of
What was going on exactly?
and he had his black fire, which was his personal attribute. It seemed like.
Oh, well, that was one of his personal skills, the blackening.
Yes.
That's literally a talent in a sense.
So that was an expression of his personal or of his private attribute, right?
I don't think it was an expression. I think it was just like a something the system gave him, and it might have been flavored from that. But yeah, I'm not sure.
No. His private attribute was
Shinobi,
right?
Chuni, exactly. Which gave him the understanding of like it allowed him to adapt quicker to the situation.
I see.
Yeah.
Because he already was deluding himself into thinking he was a protagonist. So
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if Christian brought it up or it was Evan, but it's like, man, you're kind of starting early for the end of the world kind of deal, and
yes.
that's kind of where that comes from.
So this is influencing our characters in some way, but we don't know how yet.
I think I'm going to base it off your influence. I think it's a good idea to do that, John, since it all starts at 1 anyway.
I don't know. Just the fact that it's called an attribute,
Yeah.
makes me think, oh, numeric value. I would even think that it would be it should either be made as a skill that we can roll with based off of influence, or we could roll some specific skills or abilities based off of it.
Yeah, I'll think about that. Allie, did I add yours yet?
No.
And you rolled a 20. You didn't reuse your reroll. And 20 was.
Have you read any of that manga where humans are all fighting the deities for the fate of the human race?
No. The only that comes to mind is God of High School, but I'm pretty sure that's not it.
That is not what I'm talking about.
No.
Let me see if I can find it, because very relevant deity see. Record of Ragnarok.
Record of Ragnarok. Oh yeah. Nope.
Oh my god, it's got an anime?
Nice.
Oh my god, that's gonna be...
Is it Chinese or is it just something that's coming out soon?
It's something that seems to be coming out soon, but I wasn't even talking about the anime. What I'm
Yeah.
talking about is the manga. Let me see if I... Record of Ragnarok. Basically, the gods have decided, you know what, humans are kind of worthless. We're just going to eradicate them. But the Valkyries convinced the gods to let humans have a chance to prove themselves. So they made a tournament, taking the best humans from history and pitting them against gods in ridiculously amazing battles, with the humans wielding the Valkyries as weapons so that they can stand a chance against the divine.
Well, send me a link and I'll check her out.
Yeah, I'll send you a link to the most recent chapters, which is relevant.
I guess the on stream. Oh well. We shall try again for next.
Thursday.
Yeah. Oh well.